Greetings and salutations. In this Zoom tutorial, we are going to take a look at sharing your screen. Now, there is a variety of things that you can do when you click this lovely little green button down here. You also have this little caret that you could go up, and you can only limit it to one participant can screen share or multiple participants can screen share simultaneously. But let's look at what you can share with your participants. When I click share, I'm given a series of options. I have the basic options, the advanced options, and a link to something called files. You'll also see I have the ability to share my computer sound or optimize screen share for video clips. So if I want to show a video that everybody watches simultaneously, I would check this box and share my audio so people hear it all at the same time. I have multiple desktops set up, which is why you see two different options here. I also have a whiteboard option, and I can also share an iOS device via AirPlay, and because I'm on a Mac, I can also share it via cable. If you are on a Windows device, you will see this option for sharing your iPad or iPhone via AirPlay. Once you click it, the directions are located on your screen so you can use your iOS device as an extra camera. If I click on the Advanced tab, I can share just a portion of my screen if I don't want them to see everything, music or sound, or content from a second camera, including document cameras. If you have one of those in your classroom or at home, you may add it here and switch between the cameras. Under the Files tab, you can link to Dropbox, OneDrive, Google Drive, or Box if you would like to share files directly to your participants' screens. We're going to focus here on the Basic tab. And I want to show you the whiteboard feature because this one is one that many people will use. When you click on whiteboard, you have to remember to click share. And then this is what your students and participants will see, a whiteboard. If you have a touchscreen device, you can draw right here on the device. If you want to add text, you may add text through typing. You may also select an item and move it around. You may also select an item and delete it. You can add stamps. You may have a spotlight where you just highlight something that you want your participants to see. You may erase things. You can change the formatting where you have a limited choice of colors, font sizes, and types of fonts. On the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you will notice that there is a plus button. This will enable you to have extra slides if you would like on your whiteboard. Why is this important? Because maybe you just think, I should erase everything. If you add an additional page, you may then save it later, which would allow you to post them as a picture file after your class meeting is done. I'm going to stop this share by clicking this button or pause the share, but I'll stop it for now. And when I do that, I return to this screen. If I click the screen share option again, I come back to my different choices. Whiteboards, iPhones, whatever the case may be that I would want to share. It's as simple as choosing the one that you want and clicking the share button. That's all there is to sharing your screen or creating a whiteboard for students to view. If you have any questions about anything that you just saw, do not hesitate to reach out.